Okay, so you remember how I platinumed Horizon Zero Dawn, right? Right. And I loved it, right? Right. And I said I wanted to play Forbidden West, right? Right. So what game do you think we're doing today? I don't know. Are you fucking retarded? Hello good folks, today we're gonna be getting the 100% for Horizon Forbidden West. At the end of my previous video, I said this. Oh man, I'm gonna miss this game. I gotta get Forbidden West ASAP. Well, I stuck by that, and I got the game around a week after finishing Horizon Zero Dawn. And since I've been gassing this franchise up ever since I got my hands on it, and I don't really have much of a backstory for today's game, I'll save you the typical intro mumbo jumbo and jump straight into the video. Oh, fair warning, I know I said I got full completion, but the DLC isn't included in the list on the PS4 version because it's not available, which technically means that I clickbaited. Took me long enough, but at last I too became a YouTube whore. Anyway, enough said, enjoy the video. So the game picks off half a year after the events of the first game, with Aloy looking for a backup of Gaia's software so she can reinstate her before the Earth's biosphere totally collapses. Which unfortunately hasn't been going very well since this spot is her last lead. Yo, he grew a beard?
Varl?
That's cool.
I grew up an outcast. Remember, I'm not much for parties.
Yeah. That one was in your honor.
Nah, that's some antisocial shit right there. Antisocial or not, Aloy had no choice but to let Varl join her in her search, and in the meantime we got introduced to some new mechanics, new machines, and new gear. Bro, am I stupid? Oh, alright, that's how it works. Drizzy, you better not put this in the video now. But along with all these things, we also get to learn a bit about a group called Far Zenith. Far Zenith was kind of like a social club for rich people who wanted to colonize other planets because they thought the Earth was dying. So in fewer words, Elon Musk, but there's like 40 of them. Anyway, their plans ultimately failed and they got blown up in space, but at least their facility was still here for us to look for a copy of Gaia. And it wasn't long after that till we ran into our first real obstacle. I thought Fireclaws looked rabid, but this shit takes the cake for sure. Well, thankfully I didn't have to fight them for this one time, since with some clever maneuvering, Aloy dropped a spaceship on their head. I'm not gonna lie, I was not ready for this jump scare. I kinda shot myself. Oh boy, how I miss my sling right about now.
Dead. Finally.
Yep, took the words right out of my mouth. Alright, moment of truth.
It's here.
Gaia version 6.9.
Version 6.9, huh? Okay, okay.
Travestate.
Now, what's this we got here? A Far Zenith conspiracy to steal a copy of Gaia? Blasphemers! Brood of vipers!
Okay, I'm so confused right now. Is he quoting scripture?
This ain't no copy of Gaia you stole, you losers!
Nah, this would actually be funny as fuck if it wasn't so tragic. With the last of her leads spent, Varl suggested that Aloy went back to Meridian to track down Silence. And the welcome that she received was more or less that of a Roman emperor, with the entire city coming to meet her. But all of that would have to be sidelined for now, since Marad has some new interesting information.
One night, for less than half a minute, it glowed an angry red.
Could pull this thing out of me. No, he wouldn't. He couldn't.
Well, Zero Dawn's epilogue suggested otherwise, but in any case, this is what Silence had to say for himself.
You're the one who tried to purge Hades before its precious knowledge could be extracted. Why don't you come out here and find me in the Forbidden West?
He said it! He said it!
The Forbidden West was a frontier of the Karja that was ruled by barbarian tribes called the Tanakh. The good news, however, was that the Karja were having peace talks with them, and I'd be allowed to join the next embassy and hopefully cross into their lands. In the meantime, I was allowed to stay in Meridian and make my way there at first light, so I had a bit of time to kill.
One moment, Aloy. There's something I must ask you. Since you left, I've thought of little else.
Oh, there we go, chat.
I'm really the top.
Not even 2 hours into this playthrough, and motherfuckers are already simping. The other options suck, so let me try to famoosh them.
You're right. I'm acting like a fool.
W manipulator, chat. Alright, who else we got around here?
Uthid. Vanasha. Thanks for being here.
After you wiped out the eclipse, there were hardly any priests or officers left to terrorize the little people.
The Sundom was unified.
Okay, so they've been faring nicely. Okay, that's enough. I want to progress the story. Ain't no way she gonna leave me behind. Nah, that's foul as hell.
Is that how I get to Barren Light?
Yes, I mean usually, but not today. Not yet.
And why is that?
Well, the Daunt. The whole valley. It's infested with machines.
I'm cool with that.
I'll crank that car down myself if I have to.
Christ, look at this view. And I thought Zero Dawn was pretty.
Machines are causing
Reach the dawn. First trophy on the board, people. As you guys just heard, the settlement was facing issues with machines that appeared seemingly out of nowhere. I was sent to investigate the place they were seen flooding from, and I made an interesting discovery.
It's not addressed to Overland.
Yup, of course he was behind it. I mean, it didn't take a genius to suspect him. But there were still more machines in the valley that Aaron was already working on, so I had to go give him a hand. Hey bro, the man may not know how to speak to women, but he definitely knows how to swing a hammer.
Aloy?
Aaron!
This was literally the Lego Batman meme. Whoa, I don't remember machines being this agile in the previous game.
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Watt east to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
You left without so much as a handshake. I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear? What kind of person does that?
Shit, he's right. Can't even deny it.
Hey, you're needed elsewhere. Obviously. We'll make it without you.
Okay, beef squashed. Time to kill machines. And that's exactly what I did, till I eventually cleared out the dawn and got the Carja representative moving.
But I was supposed to have...
Listen to me, you pencil-pushing motherfucker. If you don't start walking right now, I'm gonna drag you there by your cape.
I'll be able to trust
Secured passage to, the embassy, I assume? I essentially just spent an hour dealing with bureaucracy. This was crazy. But before heading down to Barren Light to attend the embassy, I stuck around for a bit to do some side quests. One of them had to do with gathering materials to build a new weapon, and as I was doing it, I got a trophy for stealth killing 10 machines. I also investigated a murder that had something to do with a potential terrorist attack on Barren Light, but that's something we're gonna take care of soon. For now, I was ready to get the embassy started.
Nobody walks to the gate until the third clan arrives and the Tanakh horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Wait. I'm sick of fucking waiting, bro. Just open the gates. Oh crap. Varl is here. You better have a good apology ready.
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate!
Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face?
W. Aaron. I thought I'd have to fight the guards right there. Aaron did manage to help Aloy exit the settlement, but crossing into Tanakh territory would prove to be a slightly more delicate matter. Since she left the settlement before she was allowed to, the Tanakh weren't willing to negotiate with her, and things were starting to escalate till one of them calmed the rest down. And that guy was a marshal named Fashav. Fashav was a Carja noble that was captured in battle in the war against the Tanakh under King Jiran's rule, and he was also Avad's cousin. In the years that passed, he managed to gain the trust of the Tanakh and become a marshal too, but Avad had negotiated for his release after the embassy. But in the meantime, he did agree to grant me safe passage into Tanakh lands. It didn't take long after that for the negotiations to begin, and for a time, they were running smoothly.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Until they weren't. Holy shit, this is exactly like the Proving from Zero Dawn. God, this was such a disaster. And of course Silence had a hand in it. I was starting to like him in Zero Dawn, man, but now I just want to murk him. Attended the embassy. Yeah, and literally nothing about it went as planned. Well, that wasn't exactly the case, since at least I had gotten safe passage, which meant I could now explore the frontier. And the first thing I did was track down the Eclipse that wanted to attack the Dawn earlier. Their base turned out to be an ancient ruin that they had turned into a fort with the help of some slaves they had captured. And after dealing with their outdoor security, it was time to put an end to their terror once and for all. Okay, Brody, no more playing politician, time to see God.
But now is the time for revenge.
Is that a Scorcher? Right hand on the Bible, I'm gonna shove that machine gun where the sun don't shine.
What do you mean by that?
You wouldn't be the first, let me tell you that. This is like, what, the third time someone was trying to collapse a building on my head? And we get our trophy, save the Dawn.
Here's the contract. It'll tell you everything you need to know. You take the machines down. My people will pick up the containers.
Okay, so this was a different kind of side quest called a salvage contract. There were many of those spread across the map, and the goal was to help blacksmiths get resources to make armor sets. I'd get a pretty neat outfit if I finished all of them, but for now what I was actually interested in was a designated trophy. I'm just gonna pick up both to save time.
Should do it. I hit it! Got one! That's all I need. Ha! Gotcha! That should be enough salvage for Laren's armor. Where's that thing
Okay,
on
we
the
should be
other?
done with this. And here's the trophy. Now, what else can I do? Well, the next thing that I did was destroy the bandit camp up north. And if you watch the Zero Dawn video, literally nothing about the bandit camps changes. You just run in and you shoot everyone in the face. The only difference is that they're slightly more closely related to the story in Forbidden West.
So Regala's not working alone. These sons of Prometheus.
The name is kind of fitting too. You know, Sons of Prometheus. Prometheus was the god who gave fire to the humans. So Silence is drawing a parallel here. Okay, I'm gonna shut up, I'm nerding out again, I'm sorry. The next trophy that I got was for overriding my first tall neck. You guys already know the deal when it comes to those as well. The only difference was that it involved a little bit more platforming than it did previously, but in essence, it's also the same thing. Yeah, we'll see Plainsong later. Let's get this trophy now though. There we go, first tall neck overridden. By this point I also had enough skill points to fully upgrade a Valor Surge, which is kind of like a special ability, and for that I got his designated trophy. But alas, I went back to the location Silence invited me to.
Consider this message a beacon to help guide you out of the fog of ignorance.
Bro, that sarcastic tone, I would have smacked him in his mouth, bro.
That must be the orb Silence stuck Hades in. Silence asked you where to find a...
Well, thanks for nothing, I guess. Alright, so to keep it brief, Silence imprisoned and tortured Hades for information on who sent the signal and where to find a Gaia backup. Of course he made sure we wouldn't have any access to that information, but at least he actually allowed us to kill him this time. But despite my feelings towards him, he had actually led me to a facility that had a backup, but to open it I first had to get resources for an igniter, which was a gadget that burned this fungi on the door. And while I was gathering the materials to craft it, I got a trophy for tearing off 100 components. Then I made the gadget, unlocked the door, and traversed the inside till I eventually found the core.
Got one. Two, in fact.
I was starting to get worried.
I don't want to get my hopes up because the last time it wasn't real. Oh, it's GG's. GG's, boys. This is bad.
It's useless without subfunctions, but there are subfunctions out there.
You found Minerva, but it won't connect.
close. Mountains west of Plainsong.
Okay, the nerd talk is kind of hard to keep up with, but it sounds like there's a plan forming up.
Still think I can't save the world on my own?
Oh shit, that sounds like trouble.
For once, Aloy, submit to the inevitable. Open the hatch.
No, the fuck I won't.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized.
What in the sorcery is this?
Shit.
Spectres, Beta.
I snap a lot of necks in VR.
God damn you, Silence. You said they were chill, but this guy's a fucking demon. Yup, I didn't think so. But how do I beat them then? Nice, I'm being chased again. There we go. That's the second near-death experience this playthrough. I jinxed it. Oh my god, I jinxed it. I had to go ahead and open my stupid mouth, bro. Aloy, did nobody teach you to lay off the shrooms? Oh shit, it's Varl. How did he get here? Well, that unfortunately is a question we never got to answer, so I'll let your imagination run wild with that one. But what happened after, however, was essentially the following. Varl took Aloy to an Utaru village to get treated for her injuries. In the meantime, he had also met this woman named Zoe. Well, actually, he was more like boinking her, but I'm not gonna get into that right now. After Aloy gained Zoe's trust, Zoe agreed to talk to her tribe's leaders about allowing Aloy access into the facility in the mountains. And in typical homie who got a girlfriend fashion, Varl went with her, leaving Aloy in the village to heal. Hey, Aloy has been curving him since Zero Dawn, bro. Dude got sick of waiting, you can't be mad about that. Before following suit, however, I wanted to explore a bit more of the area, and so I resorted to doing side quests, one of which had us meet with Talana from Zero Dawn again. Isn't that Talana? From, the Hunter's Lodge.
So what brings you all the way out here?
I'm looking for someone. A Karja hunter, about my age. Name's Amadis.
Sounds like there's more to this.
Another time.
It sounds to me like they're boinking.
So,
or something of that sort. But for all my troubles, I accumulated enough skill points to unlock 3 weapon techniques, racking up another trophy. But eventually, it was time to get my tour around Plainsong, and by tour, I mean deal with their government, and by deal, I mean get the typical government treatment.
We weaken, we die, and become fertile ground for new life. This is the natural order.
That is the stupidest thing I think I've ever heard in all my time consuming media.
An alarm. It's coming from the mountains.
Wait, the machines broke out? Yes, that is exactly what had happened, which meant that Plainsong was officially on borrowed time. But on the flip side, amidst the chaos, we now had a chance to get to the facility without anyone interfering. And after getting through hordes of machines, we got to the entrance of the cordon.
To understand what's going on in there, you're gonna need one of these.
Welcome to the club. Now this was another cauldron exactly like the ones we had seen in Zero Dawn. But what really separated this one from the rest was 2 things. First being the boss fight.
What has Hephaestus done to her?
That's the land god.
Turn it into a weapon.
And I'm gonna have to kill it. Well, I hope the UN doesn't bust my door because I'm about to commit cultural erasure. Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust.
Can you really heal our lands? Save my people.
Oh wow, so we're really leaning into the Messiah thing this game, huh? Oh damn, there's a whole other facility in here. Well, yes, but this wasn't an ordinary facility, it was a whole server. And aside from that, it was also the place Minerva allegedly went to, which was something we'd be able to confirm or deny in a few short moments. Oh, come on, game. This is the 3rd time I get hoed.
Minerva, I need the console. Please.
Access denied.
Yeah, I don't think appealing to her emotions is gonna work. She's literally a bot. Well, I was wrong. Oh, for the love of God, please don't be another prank. No, it's not a prank. Ladies and gentlemen, we have liftoff. Yeah, I hate to cut the celebration short, but we can't be here all day. With Gaia officially back, we now were able to learn some crucial details, starting with the good news. The good news was that Gaia could help stop Hephaestus from killing the world. To do that, we need to find 3 more sub-functions that fortunately she knew where they were at. The bad news, however, was that apparently Far Zenith not only wasn't gone, but they were the ones who forced Gaia into self-implosion. But we deal with all those things in due time. Establish the base. First time in this series we get our own crib. Damn, the mortgages must be crazy in that economy. However, by this point, I was long overdue for a weapons upgrade, and this was a good time to sort that out. And by sorting that out, I got the trophy upgraded 3 weapons. But after that, I ventured out into Tenakth's territory to recover Ether. Ether was located in a chamber right underneath Chief Hekaro's throne. And luckily, he'd be willing to let us down there under one condition: help him get contestants to replace his dead marshals from the embassy. And we'd be joined by another marshal who had gotten maimed in that battle, named Kotalo. She keeps looking at that metal thing over there. But I don't get it. Does she want to collapse the wall?
When we meet with Dakota, I'll do the talking.
Sir, yes, sir.
Your chief has demanded an immediate dispatch of all challengers to the cool route. If they must fight, then they will fight here, defending our walls, our clan. You tell Hekaro, with all due respect, that we will keep our challengers here for as long as we are safe behind the bulwark.
For as long as we are safe behind the bulwark, he said.
Well, I already know what's about to go down.
Wait here.
We're about to blow up his wall. True, but it wasn't as simple as that, because to create an explosion that big, we needed the right kind of weapon, and luckily, Aloy knew exactly where to get one.
Well, it looks like the rebels just got a lot more firepower.
Oh, wow. That's a big beast. Reached level 20. Trophy couldn't have popped at a better time. Nice. Yeah, I can't hear them laughing now.
Send them. I didn't hear you. Send the challengers.
Okay, job done. Well, not quite. Hekaro also wanted Aloy to be his bodyguard in case Regala attacked during the cool route. And to no one's surprise, she did. How in the fuck did you do that? You got one of those mole rat machines or something? Nope, it's a snake. Even better. Actually it was both, but I was on my phone like a dumbass, so I didn't see it. Considering this is a machine, this is the most lively death rattle I've ever seen.
This isn't finished! I'll be back with everything I have!
Cope. Cope is C, sweetheart.
What you need is there. Take it.
Oh yeah, we have to get the thingy.
Come on, Ether. Time to go home.
Restoring Ether subordinate marshal to original code.
Like this? Oh.
Oh, cool, Aaron's here.
Afterwards, I must discuss an important
Alright, 1 down, 2 to go.
So,
And there's the trophy, recovered ether. The other two would have to wait for now, however, due to some recent developments. See, while I was dealing with the Tanakh, Gaia had gotten a transmission from a location nearby, so we had to go check it out. Holy, this is a slaughter. What the hell? They dropped her shield. Jesus.
Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off.
Okay, guess we'll check it out later then. Holy, are they trying to mine here or something? Interesting. Another clone.
I only have a few minutes before my
Oh, it's not another clone, it's the same one from before. My apologies.
Be careful when you take on Farsiness. They are ruthless, and they have Aletheia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with.
Okay, but why is she helping us? I don't get it. Well, we were about to find out why. After taking down a couple specters and taking whatever was left of the crossbow from earlier, we took Beta back to safety. And once she woke up, we had our first chat with her. Now, the conversation lasted for around 10 minutes, but the gist of it is as follows. The Zeniths are immortal and they were responsible for Gaia dying and they want to destroy Earth to have it all for themselves and we're all gonna die. Ah! Also unrelated, but I was bred to be a super scientist. After that, we tried analyzing the remains of the weapon, which ended nowhere, and at last we got a trophy. Recovered Beta. Yeah, I kinda wish I didn't. She's like an anxious, spurgy version of Aloy. Since the plot was now starting to get interesting, I decided that I wanted to savor it, and I did that by immersing myself in more side activities. Inevitably, that meant I'd also get more trophies, and my next one was for completing 3 relic ruins. Those were a mix between puzzle and collectible, where I had to find a way to get to the ornament. And if I could summarize the experience in a clip, this would be it. Okay, what the hell am I supposed to do here? Man, fuck this, I'm watching a guide. Okay, I did find the solution. You guys ready? Watch. I feel like the stupidest person in the world right now, but this is gonna make for good content. Low hearts coming off. By the way, I still don't know what these things are. Oop, trophy. Completed 3 relic ruins. At least the past 20 minutes I spent on this were worth it. Now, despite being 50 hours deep into this playthrough, a big chunk of my map was still foggy, and so I wanted to uncover it by overriding the Tallnecks. In this particular instance, I had to kill the machines guarding it so I could repair it, and evidently killed my last transport machine, knocking off 1 more trophy. All transport machines killed. That's great. I wish I didn't have to fight all these things to fix the Tallneck though. The next trophy that I got was for destroying 4 total rebel outposts. These were kinda like the camps, only more exposed and with more machines, so of course this required a little bit more strategic thinking. Or you could just blow them up. Anyway, after all these escapades, I traveled to the location Poseidon was at to recover it. Okay, it seems like we're late.
Morlun, it's over!
Well, not for me, it's not.
Then you're going to die. Alone. Because we're not sticking around to fish out the corpse.
With friends like him? Who needs enemies, am I right?
Suddenly a Nora spear maiden appeared.
Yeah.
Cringe, bruv.
You went down in that.
Yeah, I hardly expect a layperson to understand.
Because that's pretty smart. It'd have to be portable, though. Machine kneecap, maybe?
Well, you'd need a filter.
Synthetic membrane would do it.
Yeah, no need to show the rest. Morland essentially sent me on a fetching run. I won't show how I got the parts because it's unnecessary and quite frankly I'm too bored, but he used them to build a diving mask that we could use to explore the facility. Okay, let's dry this bad boy up. That's better. Alright, Let's go mark the Loch Ness Monster now. Man, I love these javelins so much. Alright, hopefully I can grab the sub-function in peace now.
Master override activated. Restoring Poseidon's subordinate function to original code.
Hello, UPS. I'm here to deliver a package to Gaia Sobek.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Ah, Christ, whether she will... Never mind that, we get recovered Poseidon.
Got it.
Oh, and reached level 30. After that I went back to doing random stuff, most noteworthy of which was taking the first step in helping Zoe repair her land gods for the trophy Heal the Land Gods. To do that we had to destroy a bunch of machines for parts, and I died too many times to admit, but yeah, Zoe got the stuff she needed. After that, the next trophy I got was for using coils on my bow, or more commonly known as buffs. Then I got a trophy for killing all recon machines while I was in the middle of a rescue mission, and another one for picking up 5 heavy weapons a few minutes later in that same mission. Next I got another trophy while doing a different quest for doing 3 melee combos, and then I finally killed my final acquisition machine, which granted me another trophy as well. But my streak of miscellaneous trophies would end here, since I'd get my next trophy, Chose a Desert Commander, after I had completed a specific questline. To start, this was Draka, a hunter from the Desert Tribe, and this was Yara, the tribe's commander. Draka was unsatisfied with Yara's rule because his village was facing water shortages, but what Draka didn't know was that the water supply for the entire tribe had gone dry, and Yara was keeping it a secret because it put her rule in jeopardy. Long story short, I fixed their water problem, but not before Draka discovered the truth, which was the perfect excuse he needed to challenge her for the leadership of the clan, and this was the part where I had to choose a side. Can we all just hug it out and be friends?
Pick a side, Aloy.
Alright, let's see. So Draka was in the field, he was doing things. Yara, she was more concerned with politics. So, I guess you guys know what I'm gonna pick.
Well, you gonna make me wait around?
Damn. Shot like a dog by her own damn people. I have mixed feelings about this, I can't lie, even though I didn't like her. Nice. I believe I'm entitled to a trophy here, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there it is, Chose a Desert Commander. In the aftermath of the Succession War, I decided to finally check out my first cauldron. If you haven't noticed yet, I hadn't actually done one by this point, so I decided to do it now. It was pretty much the same thing as it was in Zero Dawn, lots of climbing, waves of machines, annoying boss fight against a hippo, yada yada, but overall it was nothing out of the ordinary. We get first core overridden. Technically it's like my 7th. 8th if we count the one we did in the story mission earlier. But eventually I went to go get Demir. Who the fuck are these guys? Gwen Marine. Is that a new tribe or something? And the door is blocked. Fantastic. Alright, so as you can see, there were 2 main issues that we were facing with Demeter. 1, we had to go find some way to unblock the door, and 2, some weird tribe was in the facility and they weren't friendly. Or so I thought until I got the chance to meet one of them.
I'm not gonna kill you, okay? I just want to figure out what's going on.
I'm of the chosen people. The Quen?
Let me guess. This facility was promised to you 3,000 years ago? You know, I was kind of joking, but I actually fucking nailed it. So to start things off, Alva was essentially a glorified archaeologist. Essentially her tribe was facing famine issues and people like her were looking for ancient knowledge to help them since they kind of worshipped the old ones. It was pretty easy to build rapport with her as well since she too was a big nerd like Aloy, so they decided to help each other. Also there was this whole lore thing about the facility and what it was and what it was used for, but I won't get into that cause boring. All you need to know is basically this.
So all their efforts were in vain.
It kinda looks like a laser. Alright, let's go try it. Oh crap, I can actually get the flowers now. That's what this thing's for.
Restoring Demeter's subordinate function to original code.
Should give you something to bring home.
What you said before about
Whoa! Where did they come from? Didn't I kill you all?
Elizabeth Sobek stands before you.
Wait a minute, you've known about this the whole time?
Will I see you again?
Soon we return to Legacy's landfall. Only attempt to go there if you must.
Okay, so that's a yes.
I see you have recovered Demeter.
I did indeed. And here's Demeter's trophy.
With the acquisition of Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter, I should now be able to absorb Hephaestus.
Well, that would be slightly harder than it sounds. Since Hephaestus had grown stronger than the other functions, I couldn't get him the same way I'd gotten them. Instead, Varl and Beta came up with a scheme that is way too complicated for me to analyze, but the important thing is I had to go get a higher level clearance since the one I had wouldn't work. Now, the only person who had a higher level clearance than Sobek was Ted Faro, and the only place to get it was his secret bunker. And would you like to guess where that bunker was at? It was at the place the Quen were camped at. It's alright, don't put your mind to use, you might hurt yourself.
This is landfall, right? I'm looking for Alva.
Overseer Bohai ordered us to invite you before him should you approach.
Alright,
Please.
that sounds reasonable.
I am no threat, okay? Back on the mainland, your soldiers fired on me without warning.
So you say, Infidel. None of those you engaged survived to bear witness.
These people are so ridiculous. Like, they attacked first, unprovoked, and they got soloed, and now they're crying. Like, what the fuck?
May I present our honored CO?
Doesn't look like a CEO to me. More like a assistant manager or something.
I'm looking for a place called Thebes.
We found Thebes. Machine attacks have cut us off from the site. Diviner Alva is there, along with a complement of diggers and soldiers.
Alright, Aloy to the rescue again, I guess.
A barbarian! Run, stranger! There's a killer machine about!
What the fuck? They tripped me out. I was like, what? Who? Where? I got the blood pumping.
Behold, the door to Thebes.
That's the Spartan symbol, friend. Gene locked. Yup. We're not getting in there. Wrong answer, buddy. Didn't you see the look in this dude's eyes? Do we even want to let them in, though?
The living area. It's pretty big, too.
That's what she said. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I'm sorry. I had to do it.
The door is open. Destiny is upon us. The CO is preparing to enter Thebes.
This motherfucker is aura-farming. He got the nice fit, he got the man bun, he's throwing up Elon Romans.
The renewer, greatest of the ancestors, the man who saved the world. And you understand, Sobek. You are her, Pharaoh's harbinger, his assistant.
Okay, now we're delving into some cult shit right here.
You will wear the proper attire to mark this moment.
Or what?
It is said Sobek valued life above all else.
Ah, Christ, I'm gonna have to kill you, won't I? You know what? For a humiliation ritual, this could be so much worse, so I'm not complaining.
I don't know. My focus can't read the data here.
You saw something. I could tell. Did the data explain what Pharaoh used this device for?
I think he was undergoing treatments to live longer. A lot longer.
Really? Could he still be alive?
Don't be foolish.
I mean, if he was alive, he would have appeared by now, no? Right. Let's grab their shit and dip. What the fuck? Oh, hell nah.
Trust me. You don't want to go in there.
Are you mad? I haven't come all this way to stop now.
Fine. Suit yourself then. Don't tell me I didn't warn you.
Burn it to ash. Kill them too. No witnesses.
I knew you were gonna pull some fuck shit eventually. What an asshole, bro. Oh yeah, karma, bitch. Karma, bitch. Or not. There we go. That was well deserved.
To be honest, the CO screwed everything up. He brought Thebes down around our ears and died like a gutless coward.
It seems then that our destinies are intertwined.
Huh.
Landfall
That
is
was the
open.
first time you people have been
If it will
reasonable.
help your cause, you may come and go as you please.
Round of applause for that. Oh boy, I don't even know how I'm gonna edit this in the video. And I get a trophy, which means that I have to put it in the video now. Fucking hell. Yeah, that was pretty spot on actually. This is a nightmare to edit. Please make sure to like the video if you're enjoying it. But that aside, I stuck around the Quen base for a bit doing various activities, and one of them rewarded me with a new weapon, which consequently unlocked me another trophy. Obtained all weapon classes. I didn't even know that was a thing. But eventually I came back to base to finish off what I had started with the Zoe and the land gods. All I had to do was find 3 of the machines and simply just hack them essentially. Only that would prove to be not so simple. Yup, as expected. Didn't expect it to be easy. Nice. Oh, come on, man. Why does this game always have to overcomplicate things?
Let's try this again.
1 down, 2 to go. Lovely. This was much easier than the other one.
I just need to get rid of these things.
Okay. As it turns out, it wasn't as bad as the first one made it seem. We get healed the land gods, just as I hoped. With Plainsong officially saved, it was high time to try our luck with the world too. The plan was to steal Hephaestus while the others split up to divert the Zeniths to other cauldrons. So we packed up and went to work. This is a nice song. I'll have to find it later though. But unfortunately, even with Beta's gadget, Hephaestus had a few tricks up his sleeve. Nice. I'm gonna have to chase it, I assume. Actually, it was worse. What I essentially did was play Ring Around the Rosie with it, while fighting machines at that. But I did get a trophy for killing all combat machines by the end, so I guess it was worth it. Ooh, all combat machines killed. Pretty fitting place to get this trophy too.
I better get started with the merge.
That's gonna turn. Whoa! They always have to make a dramatic ass fucking entrance. Why the fuck are they aura farming all the time? GG's. Yep, she's out. It's GG's. Oh, okay, but for real though, how are we getting out of this?
Now we're having fun, right?
Whoa, no, bro. Fucking hell, not Varl, man. Just shoot her, she's annoying anyway.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing?
What the fuck just happened? This is what happened. This Zenith, named Tilda, saved Aloy for a number of reasons. 1, because she was inspired by her, 2, because she more than knew Elizabeth, and 3, because she didn't like the Zeniths. She also suggested that while Regala assaulted their base with Silence's weapon, we could sneak in and grab Beta and all the remaining sub-functions. But because that solution would result in a lot of bloodshed, Aloy came up with a different approach. I don't trust this Dutch chick, but we gotta get back, man. Step 1 of the scheme was to override a Sunwing. Ooh, this is gonna be so convenient, especially later on. Next, we had to go get us a makeshift bomb. Man, 800 meters. To be fair, it should be faster on the Sunwing. And lastly, we had to end Regala's rebellion.
Enough bloodshed! Let's settle this. You and me.
Finally. Man, I gotta get better in melee.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the 10. You who challenged her by our rights. You must decide her fate.
I mean, she could be useful with the Zeniths.
My blood is yours. Your enemies are mine.
That was easy. With the rebellion crushed, Silence was out of options, and since Aloy was back behind the wheel again, he had no choice but to join her.
Tilda, you there?
Flew on the wings of the 10. You know what? I've been postponing this for so long. I'ma just do this now. Skill tree learned. Yup, long overdue. Now the plan to infiltrate the Zeniths was quite simple. Tilda would sneak us past some of the security measures, Aloy would terminate the Spectres between them and the base, and Cotalda with Alva would do... God knows what, honestly. Bro, how many of them are there? I'm gonna run out of supplies soon.
I think that's all of them.
What is that?
Our army.
Very clever. You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
Which is faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
Now it can crank out machines to its heart's content.
Thank you so much for the clarification. I had no idea what I was watching. Here come the fly boys. I was wondering when they would show up.
Light them up! Are we supposed to be scared?
Yes, actually. Very. Scoreboard! Scoreboard!
Scoreboard! Scoreboard!
Some unfinished business, little girl.
Nah, little girl is crazy. Brother, I'm a grown-ass man.
Can't let him catch me.
We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. What the fuck is this shit? No, genuinely, what is this? If you guys know what she's tied up with, please tell me.
There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth.
That sure is a way to make an entrance.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us. Earth is finished, Aloy. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. I loved Elizabeth more than you could ever know. And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me.
Of course, we gotta end with a boss fight. I didn't trust her from the start, though. Not a very good time for a trophy. I'm actually kind of struggling here. Holy shit, this was tough, man. Nowhere near as easy as the boss fight in ZD.
And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along.
Of course you knew all along. Are we really surprised by that?
And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place.
Goodbye, Silence. You're staying.
For a time.
Make up your mind, man. Jesus.
I hope it's really over this time.
Ah, man. She doesn't have the heart to tell him. Discover Nemesis. Kinda ruined the moment there. And that was the end of the story. We beat a threat, and we found a bigger one. We lost a friend, and we made a couple more. But despite the story ending, these new friends still needed help with stuff, and that's where I'd get my next trophy for aiding Kotalo. Okay, so you remember how I said he got maimed in the embassy? Yeah, apparently he learned that there was a way to make himself a new arm. The supplies he needed were in the lab we found Beta at, so we had to go fetch them.
It holds the answers we seek.
Spectres!
Right on cue. Okay. Hopefully we won't get any more distractions. There it is. Enjoy, bruv. Now, after building the arm, Kotalo also wanted to test it in battle, so he found a machine to try it on. Ooh. That actually looks kinda nice. Got the tats and all.
Then why are you taking it off?
This is what I am now.
Aided Kotalo. Not so much. Here, remove the arm. The trophy I got after that was for completing 2 Flying Mound quests. For the second one, I had to go find the armor of a Tanakh warrior that was devoured by a Stormbird. Of course, I also had to kill said Stormbird, but I also got to keep the armor for doing so. Oh shit, we get a trophy. One I can't even read at that. I'll see it after. The trophy I got after that was for overriding every tallneck. The last one I did was actually buried in a cauldron, which was a very interesting concept, combining 2 side activities into one. All tallnecks overridden. At last. Jesus, I didn't expect this to be that hard. But aside from Kotalo, there was something Alva wanted help with as well. Apparently, she needed some data that would help with... floods? I don't know, I'm a humble economist, not an environmental engineer. Here's a boss fight to make up for my incompetence though. Did she steal my kill?
Down it goes.
I'm pretty sure she stole my kill. Progress at last. I was running around like a freaking headless chicken, bruv.
Well, the data on Leviathan isn't here. There's some kind of log.
Okay, so apparently there was some whistleblower discovery about Leviathan, which got buried and had Alva question her whole entire worldview about the old ones. But we don't give a shit about any of that. What's important is that what she needed was in that tall ass skyscraper. On our way to the top, there were a few machines, a bunch of climbing, and a couple Uncharted-like puzzles.
Quite right.
Damn.
That didn't do anything.
Damn. Alright, I'm definitely missing something here.
What did you say this was for again?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal.
That did it.
Yes, sir. Alva came in clutch there.
Leviathan. Yes, it's here.
Well, after climbing all the way up, why not glide down?
Wait, you're going to what?
Just thinking about it.
Thinking about it? No, I'm doing it, bruv. Jesus, look at this view, man. This game is so pretty. No wonder my PlayStation sounds like an airplane engine, though. There's the trophy, recovered Alva's data. I did get worried for a moment. The pop-up was kind of delayed. After that, what I focused on for the foreseeable future was finishing the bandit camps. And as I was doing so, I managed to hit level 50. And I also blew up the camp while not even looking at it like I was in a Michael Bay movie. But eventually it was time to bring the bandit camp saga to a close. While I was busy destroying the camps, Eren was doing some detective work to get intel about them. And evidently, he discovered their main base. And by destroying it, Regalla's rebellion would officially come to an end.
Your armor. It's almost the same as theirs.
Hey guys, keep up the good work.
Yeah, we don't know you.
That went well.
Type shit.
What was that?
Sounded like a tripwire.
Be careful, Aloy. Sarah really likes her booty trims.
And you still like the sound of your own voice, Eren.
Right, game time, boys. Oh, boo, boo, bro. They made her invincible. Lame as fuck. Man, the bad guys in these games never fucking fight fairly. Nighty night, sweetheart. Defeated Asera, another trophy on the board. For my next trophy, all types of machines scanned, I had to get a girlfriend. Well, guess that's it for the video, gentlemen. This plan is impossible. See you next time. Nah, but what I actually had to do was scan a stalker, since that was the only machine I hadn't scanned up to this point. And not long after that, I also finished up all the cauldrons. All cores overridden. At last. The next trophy I tackled was about riding all mounts. Super simple, all I was missing up to this point was a Bristleback and a Stalker. But after that I took a bunch of easy trophies out of the equation. I found my first Vista point, for the trophy recovered 5 different collectibles. I upgraded my last pouch, after a bunch of compounding hours of handing animals like I was back in my Red Dead Redemption 2 days. I also found it a good opportunity to upgrade 3 outfits there, since I had an abundance of supplies by this point. And then I overrode a few machines for the trophy 10 types of machine overridden, till I eventually got the trophy to pop. But after that I thought it was a good time to start working on the hunting grounds, which I hadn't touched at all till this point. Naturally, the first trophy I'd get that was related to them would be for getting 3 stripes at one hunting ground. And just like the previous game, that meant doing a series of challenges within a certain time limit. If I completed all 3 at the best time possible, I'd get the trophy. Luckily the first one was a piece of cake and I finished it in like 6 minutes. And on a similar note, I kept doing all of the challenges till eventually I ran into the last one I'd need to obtain 3 stripes at every ground. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get it anyways, I had no time. Bro! Come on, no, don't move, you ugly bitch! Ooh, I did it! Ooh, I did it, get fucked, I'm out! We get obtained 3 stripes. Bro, this ground had me stressing. The next trophy I went after was for completing an arena challenge set. Arena challenges were basically the same thing as hunting ground challenges, only simpler, since there was no special caveat aside from simply killing the machines with the loadout I was assigned. Now for a set I had to complete 4 of those, and so I resorted to the cheesiest method that I could think of, blowing them the hell up with a blastling till they stopped moving. The last challenge had me fight a snake, and although it got a little bit dicey, I still ultimately came out on top. Fucking hate these things, man. But at least I get trophies for killing them, so it's not that bad. Well, the next trophy I went for, defeated the Enduring, I was about to hate even more. Now, as far as the lore goes, the Enduring was a legendary warrior that supposedly trained the most elite warriors of the Tenakth. To get their location, I had to 1. Learn specific melee combos from the melee pit instructors, and 2. Beat all 4 of those instructors in a sparring match. Some of those instructors were slightly tougher than others, but overall, as long as you pay attention to their instructions, you should be able to beat them. Anyway, I beat my last one, and he gave me the location for the Enduring. I'm so fucking blind, bro. I passed this location like 5 times.
I earned 3 marks from the training pits. I was told to come here and challenge you to a duel.
Aloy isn't really concerned with her, but I know better. Holy shit, she's quick, god damn.
Alright, high yield.
Yeah, I got clapped. Bro, she's tough. Fucking hell, she's aggressive as fuck. Motherfucker, man, that was so close.
I yield.
I played that so fucking well, bro.
Well done.
Let's fucking go.
Mini challenge.
There's the trophy at last. Defeated the Enduring. Now my next trophy was a slightly more lukewarm one, since it only required me to play board games. I could explain to you how Machine Strike works, but honestly that's not really necessary, so instead here's me clapping this guy's cheeks for the trophy.
But I bet I can win next time.
Sure, bud. Sure. You literally scored 0 points, but sure. Thanks for the easy trophy though. The trophy I got after that was called 1-2 Gauntlet Runs, or in plain English, Win 2 Races. And here is how I won my second one. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bro, what the fuck? He should have fell. Ah, that would have been perfect. Bro, get off my dick, god damn. No way, how did he close the distance so fast? God damn it, I lost time.
Yeah, let's go.
That's what you get for messing with my boosts. Whoa, this got out of control so fast. I almost choked there. But we got the dub, boys. There's a trophy, 1 to gauntlet runs. After that, the next trophy I got was for using dye flowers. Basically, I had to use the herbs I had found to paint my armor set. There is the trophy. And then there was one. Okay, I don't think I can get any higher than this. This is some bomb view right here. Shame it's nighttime. It would have been way better if it was sunny. We get completed a long glide, and we should be seeing the platinum any moment now. There it is, all trophies obtained, another platinum on the board. Since there was nothing else to do for this playthrough, I went ahead and started a new game +1 to get the remaining trophies. Now because I also chose to play in ultra hard to get the respective trophy, the enemies for this playthrough could take more of a beating than they did in the previous one, and I also couldn't see their health bar. That especially proved to be a nuisance in the last 2 boss fights of the story against Eric and Tilda, but I beat the former by keeping my distance and the latter by hitting her with bombs and poison. And using all my heals. Christ, that was exhausting. Completed new game plus. Completed ultra hard. Yeah, and now I'm happy. I definitely said happy there. Anyway, I was only missing one more trophy for full completion, and that was for getting all new game plus rewards. That meant weapons, dyes, and face paints. Now to get these, this mode featured another sort of currency named Champions Tokens, which you get by doing literally anything in the game. Main quests, side quests, activities, anything. I needed 125 total for the trophy, which I got during natural play. And once I had them, I went to the various merchants who sold the new game plus stuff. There is the trophy, and with it, the Horizon Forbidden West journey comes to an end, gentlemen. And there you go, that's how I got the 100% for Horizon Forbidden West. Now, right off the bat, I'm not gonna lie to you folks, I did not enjoy this game as much as the previous one. If I could sum up the story in a sentence, it would be, quote, we fetch shit for Gaia, end quote. Now, I'm not saying the game was bad, and honestly, I don't know how they could have made it better with the scenario they got, but I wasn't as emotionally invested, and I think that showed in the video as well. The side characters were super forgettable. Aside from like the main trio, I can't name a single character I met solely during side quests. Now, don't get me wrong, I still had fun, but I didn't yearn for more Horizon content by the end like I was with Zero Dawn. Now, gameplay wise, there was a noticeable improvement from Zero Dawn. Melee was actually useful this time around. The skill tree allowed for more customization and using different playstyles. That consequently meant that bows were slightly nerfed, but I mean, that's kind of reasonable. Now, trophy wise, I'd say Forbidden West was slightly harder than Zero Dawn, and the main reasons for that are 1, the amount of content you have to get through, and 2, the machines are actually harder. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they invested heavily into combat for the trophies, to the point where I can't even name anything besides the relic ruins that didn't involve combat. Overall, I'm slightly disappointed by Forbidden West. I think Zero Dawn would get more love from the public if Forbidden West didn't exist, because at times it felt like I was playing some Ubislop. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind playing Ubislop, but that wasn't what I was expecting coming into the game. So without further ado, I'll give Horizon Forbidden West a 4 out of 10. Which is, by the way, the lowest grade I've given to a game so far. And with that said, I think it's time to wrap the video up. Thank you guys if you stuck around to the end. If you enjoyed, please drop a like and a sub, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. God bless you and enjoy the rest of your day.